The following is a special presentation of Retro Sports Network, home of the champions of the past, present, and/or future. And from the fun and sun capital of North America, Miami Beach, it's time for Clinton Park's 64th belated birthday spectacular. Yes, it's live golf. It's live match play golf. I had to create a fake tournament just to get this in. You are about to see a round between Lee Trevino and Chichi Rodriguez, two of the most colorful golfers on the planet. Lee Trevino, the pride of El Paso, Texas. There are oil refineries on his street. Yes, honest to goodness, I've been on Lee Trevino Drive, and there's oil refineries. And Chichi Rodriguez from Puerto Rico, master of the swashbuckler, 8-time winner on the PGA Tour, only one top 10 ever. I thought about doing this at Marion, but I wanted a place where both golfers would have a snowball's chance of doing well. Trevino is, of course, going to play very well, but Rodriguez, we'll see. So it's Doral, the blue monster with no wind on normal conditions. And no one's watching because, that's the way it's supposed to be. So let's get right to it. Happy birthday, Clinton. Hope you enjoy this. So we move to the first hole. It's a 514-yard par 5. This hole has been significantly lengthened by moving the green back approximately 70 yards. Fairway bunkering has also been moved to reflect the driving distance of today's pros. And a large centerline fairway bunker has been put in to challenge the second shot. Players will have to decide if they're going to play up with their second to play over or around this bunker. Playing over and to the right will open up a better angle for the third. The green is significantly narrower than the original, and the slopes feeding in off the left will be the ball out for golfers, avoiding the water to the right. But the front left greenside bunker will need to be avoided to get at the slope. There are some very interesting and challenging hole locations on this green, especially in the back right. But not today. We're going at the front left. Lee Trevino has the honors. He's aiming 326 down the fairway. How are you, Clinton? Happy birthday, or related to happy birthday. You haven't missed a shot. So Trevino has got the driver out and finds the middle of the fairway. 297 off the tee and 209 to the pin. And now, as Les Nessman would call him, Chichi Rodriguez, the 8-time winner. He's going to play a control drive. He's a longer driver than I thought. Can mash it 305 off the tee. And that's going to go to the right, but on the fairway, and he can get home in two easily. And so we're underway. This match for Clinton. You were here waiting. Okay, well now we're all here. So Trevino, 209 to the pin. 4-iron in his hand. I think he's going to play a knockdown 4. Get it over that bunker. Definitely an eagle could win this hole. Yeah. Safe to say I think an eagle probably will win the hole. Trevino's got about 8 feet. For a downhill twister for eagle. Now, here's Chichi, 202. He's going to take a 6-iron. Hits it long enough he can get it over that bunker. Ooh. Well, he's on the green, but he's got 45 feet to the right. And with Trevino having 8 feet, now look at that putting chart. It's a flat green. And so Chichi actually can get this on 4 numbers. If he rolls an 11, a 66, a 22, or a 33. So doubles might get him that eagle. Or he rolls a 5-2, which leaves him 8 feet for birdie. That's not good. Trevino now to win the hole, and he's got a 2/3 chance here. The Mary Mex and Rodriguez just having a good old time here. And he knocks it home, and so Trevino goes 1 up through 1. So we go to the short 355-yard par 4 second. There's a new angle for this tee shot as it plays farther to the left than the original second hole. I think Ray Floyd did the redesign here, if I'm not mistaken. And it sets up well with the diagonal nature of the fairway bunkers that are now in play. The green has been moved back into the small pond to the rear of the original green is gone. That's written terribly. Creating room for spectators to view the sloping putting surface. So the ideal shot is 267. 372 to the pin. So Trevino's going to yank out the driver. And he gives himself a nice little wedge shot. About 90 yards for a second. I wish this was on StreamYard so I could post your stuff. So now here is Rodriguez. Again, I don't think he wants to go with a driver. No, 3-wood's going to be the safe play here. If you're watching along with Mr. Parks, wish the man a happy birthday. So 3-wood for Rodriguez. Oh, and he chunked it into the sand. Kind of skewered that one 11 yards to the right, and he's got 144 for a second. Nothing to the shot. It's just finding the right club. And he will go with the pitching wedge. In the middle of the green, but he's got 60 feet for birdie. And out here's Trevino. Green slopes towards the front, 90 yards. And the rear admiral says you just aim it a yard long. And Trevino has about 8 feet for a second birdie, and this would go 2 up. So Rodriguez, 60 feet again. If he rolls a 1-1 or a 6-6, he makes this. And he doesn't. He has 7 feet to par. Now Trevino to win the hole. 7 feet. 28 out of 36 chance. And if you roll doubles, you're going to make them. So Trevino goes to 2 up after 2. Oh, this is fun. The third hole, 398-yard par 4. The tee has been shifted to the left to create a new angle and to create room for the 17th tee to be expanded. The remainder of the hole is pretty much intact, with the removal of coconut palms on the water's edge being the main change to the fairway. The green has been expanded and offers some interesting changes in elevation to guard the hole locations. The chipping area and bunker to the left of the green provide a varied recovery option from that side, while water on the right offers no recovery options. Trevino is 2 up. This is match play. Normally, Uncle Ron does these things, and it's 18 holes of stroke play. But the maestro wanted a match play for his birthday, and who am I to say no? Again, Trevino pulls out the driver. And leaves himself 127 to the pin. He's on the left side of the fairway. That's a good shot for Lee. Rodriguez just wants to put this in play. Don't go long. It don't go right. He's in the rough. He's got an interesting second shot coming up. 147 yards. Yeah, Mr. Painter, I've done golf before, usually on tape. It's not the most live stream friendly thing. 9-iron for Rodriguez, if he hits it straight, should land right about at the pin. Yeah, Chi-Chi's got a shot at birdie. He's got 18 feet. Let's see what Trevino can do from here. He's got the pitching wedge. In fact, he may step this down a bit. A knockdown pitching wedge. So 125 yards. Surprised they didn't give him the wedge chart from here. And Trevino spins that one to 12 feet from the hole. So finally some good shots. Chi-Chi still away, but this is a makeable birdie. We're going to go 1 and 6. All right. Yeah. Is OJ playing? No. Oh. Well, he gave it a good run. That was a 16. The dice roll, but now Trevino to go 3 up. No, he leaves himself 2 feet. So this is for par, and only one. The only dice roll you don't want to see here is a 2-4. 2-1 will work. Now Chi-Chi to have it. Yes, sir. Well, no swashbuckling there, but finally a halved hole, and after 3, it's Trevino 2 up. Well, this hole is also basically intact from the original design, with the major change being a recontoured and expanded putting green. 200 yards. Pin tucked left middle. And Trevino will play a 5. Mr. Castro has Kenny, not the ghost of Fidel, got a drink and pizza and watching from the 19th hole. 5-iron for Lee. Barely got on the front. He's got himself about 39 feet. So, Rodriguez. Yeah, I know you played TGC 2019, Clinton. I haven't picked that one up. Now, Chi-Chi's going to go with the 6 here. 2 down. And might be able to get one back here with a good shot. Oh, it's just not his day. It's just not his day. 24 yards in the rough, so he's going to have to punch this. You two did have a good time during the football game today. I'm glad. So the rear admiral says 2 yards past the hole should be your aim point. Green slopes from back to front and pretty severely towards on the front half of that. So Chi-Chi's going to have to be careful. But that should be good for par. A couple yards long, maybe 5 feet. He's got 6 feet. Now Trevino to win the hole. Has 5 chances on the card to get this. He rolls a 1-1, a 2-2, a 3-3, a 6-6, and a 4-4. Doubles. Trevino to go 3 up with a double. Oh, he came really close. He came really close. Now Chi-Chi, this is to stay 2 down. Good chance. Only 9 negative chances. Oh, and he found one. He's just not rolling very well today, guys. And Trevino goes 3 up with a par. So we go to the 5th. A short 371-yard par 4. This hole has been lengthened about 40 yards by moving the green back. The tee shot has also been altered by raising the grade of the fairway and setting the bunkers into the elevation change, changing the tee ball on both the left and right side of the hole. The new green is elevated and small and tightly guarded by bunkers, including the one in the approach that appears to be greenside from the fairway. So the ideal aiming point here is 265. I don't think Trevino wants to go driver. And so the 3-wood is short and right. It's safe, but he has 170 left for a second. Chi-Chi's just going to do this. Todd B, wishing you, yep, a happy birthday. Yep, this is All-Star Golf, or ASG Golf, from ASG Games. I do all my golf replays using this. It's actually a pure card and dice port. You can actually buy these courses and play them manually. And if I wanted to, you can actually do manual dice rolls into the game. Chi-Chi, does he hold? Yes, he does. He holds the fairway. 266 down the right side. And he's outdriven Trevino and might be in good shape. 3 down after 4. Now Trevino, 168. Ooh. Going to have to play a baby 7 here. He's in between clubs, so advantage Rodriguez. So baby 7 for Trevino. That pin is in the back right. And he finds the sand. Chi-Chi's smile is actually getting bigger and bigger. 134. And Chi-Chi's going with a sand wedge. Move it to the left. Oh, please, Todd. Please roast him. So he's going to aim Chi-Chi to the left. Center of the green. Sand wedge. And up and down for par might actually win the hole. That was actually not a great shot from Chi-Chi, but it'll work. Chi-Chi's actually going to go first. I think we're just going to lag this up, take the par, and make Trevino get up and down from the bunker. Would I have made it? Yeah, no, I wouldn't have made it. So Chi-Chi's in with a par, or will be shortly. That green slopes from back to front, so it's an uphill shot for Trevino. 3 up. And now Lee has a tricky 8-footer to come back for par. In Maine? Where are they playing Maine? Or were you not in Maine? 9 feet for Trevino now for par. So I'd say about a 50-50 chance of Lee making this. Nope. He rolled an 18 and needed to be a 15 or better. So Chi-Chi wins the hole, and after 5, it's now Trevino 2 up. Cape Elizabeth, okay. So we go to the 6th, the 427-yard par 4. Like many of the other holes on the course, the fairway bunkering has been moved and angled to reflect a certain shot shape, in this case from left to right, in order to fit between the bunkers. The angle of the green and the greenside bunkers will then favor a right to left shot. The green has been reshaped to create some interesting corners for hole locations, and today that pin is back left. And so Chi-Chi's going to go with the driver. Uh-oh. Nope, that's quite good. Got 152. It drew, but it went to the right with a draw. So double cross works out. He's got 152 to the pin. You know what? Bill Murray would love a golf tournament. That would be so cool. Trevino, driver. Oh, and he found the bunker. Does George Hendrick need a golf tournament? So Trevino is 195. And he'll go next. He's going to go with a 4-iron. Just barely caught the bunker. And he's safely on the green, but he's got about 55 feet for birdie. So Rodriguez at 152. Will hit a baby 9-iron and hope to pin it really close. And instead, he lost it to the right and found the bunker. Bobby Catalano, how are you? George got winded playing putt-putt. So Chi-Chi missed the green, and now he's got a sidewinder here out of the bunker. Clinton says a yard long should do it. Oh, he cozied that one up rather nicely. That's a tap-in par for Rodriguez out of the sand. And now Trevino, he's going to give this a run. Chi-Chi is 3 feet. To win the hole from 54. Nope. Good dice roll. Good par. So Trevino's in with his par. And Chi-Chi's in with his par. So a third of the way through, we played 6 holes. Trevino is still 2 up. And now we go to the 415-yard par 4-7. The entire hole has shifted to the right, and numerous trees were removed so that the lake on the right is now exposed. Oh man, that must be nasty in the wind. The tee shot is angled further right and between newly created diagonal fairway bunkers. And the green has been shifted 50 yards to the right and placed at the end of the lake on the right side of the hole. Front hole locations will have the water clearly in play, kind of like today's pin, while a bunker guards the left side of the green for those who are not feeling aggressive on the approach. So Chi-Chi's just going to whack the dickens out of this one and see how far he can get. I remember reading about Trevino getting hit by lightning. That was at the PGA, wasn't it? And Todd is a killer at Wii Golf. Not only does he clear the bunker, he knocks it down to 110 yards. So a good shot for Rodriguez, and he's taken most of the danger out of play. Trevino's going to rip one right down. The Western at Butler. Okay, just outside of Chicago. All right. Trevino whacks it down the right side and misses in the rough. They got all the roll in the fairway and just simply ran out of fairway. So the rear admiral says, just go right at it, Lee. It's about all you can do. And he barely creeps it over, and he's got 15 feet. I'm sure Clinton knows this. Lee Trevino talked about being from El Paso in the Open. He got his start caddying for and then challenging the brass at Fort Bliss on the course there. He once won a round of match play using nothing but a Coke bottle. Chi-Chi from 110, just going right at it. only golf course played by the PGA back then was really municipal. Yeah, that's true. And Butler wasn't that. And Chi lands at about 8 feet past the hole, but he's going to have a birdie chance to get back to 1 down. 14 feet. Trevino first. And he knocked that one stiff. So birdie for Trevino here at 7. And now Chi with 9 feet just to stay 2 down. Oh. So we go to the par 5 8th hole, 528 yards. Trevino's 3 up. I mean, Firestone, was just straight and long. I'm not sure what the... although the north course is pretty nice. Anyway, back to 8 here. The tee shot here is pretty much the same as before, although the fairway bunkers on the right have been moved farther down. The second half of the hole has been dramatically changed, with the green moving 70 yards to the left and being placed on the lake that is shared with the 10th hole. The second landing area is guarded with 2 bunkers on the right and water to the left and the right side of the fairway, so it's kind of a peninsula. The green is tucked away behind 3 greenside bunkers, and it slopes toward the water away from those bunkers. So Trevino's just going to grip it and rip it. Yeah, it was very narrow. Firestone, I've got Firestone. I'm not sure if I've ever played it for this, but I do have it. And Trevino misses the fairway. Again, on the right side and just rolled right out of it. He will not be able to get home in 2. Chi, however, might be able to, as he rips this one right down Broadway and only has 234 to the pin. 313 yards. He's driving the ball well. He's just not putting it well. So Trevino's going to lay up with a 4-iron, short of the bunkers. And he missed it to the right. He's in the rough. He's got 85 yards. Yes. Yes, Todd. They played a lot of rubber matches at Firestone. Chi-Chi's going for this. 234. He's going with a 4-iron. Left is wet. Right is beached. And straight probably is a hole in. Oh, he made it, but it was not easy. A 4-iron that slides to the rough, but he's at least on and has 24 yards. Oh, yes. Yes. So anyone have any Clinton stories they want to share for the Honey Bunny portion of the round? So Trevino, by the way, has now to navigate over the bunkers, land this about a yard to the right of the hole, or that's the target. It's about a yard right. He chunked it a bit. He's got about 20 feet for birdie. Now Chi-Chi. Again, the target's about a yard right of the hole. But he gets as close, a birdie can make this back down to 2 up for Trevino. Well, a little too much ball, I think. How old are these 2 gentlemen today? They're both still with us, and I think they're either in their late... Trevino is 79. Tenacious Strat wishes Clinton a happy birthday. I think Chi-Chi's in his early 80s. Trevino is 21 feet for birdie. Rodriguez is 10. And then Trevino leaves it. Oh, Chi-Chi's 83. Okay. So 2 feet short for Trevino. And now Chi-Chi with a 10-footer, and not quite a 50-50 chance, but pretty close to turn this into to win the 8th hole. And he does. He sinks the 10-footer, and the sword comes out, and he slices and dices the 8th hole. And as we go to the 9th, Trevino is now 2 up. Oh, I'm sure they could. Todd B. asked Clinton what his favorite golf movie is. I'm not sure, Clinton, if you know this. Because I was reading the Wikipedia thing on Rodriguez. It was tough because Chi-Chi's card isn't all that great. They're trying to find a place where he could be competitive. And apparently, in his early days, when he would make a birdie or an eagle, he would throw his hat over the hole. Which, of course, if he's the last one to putt out, is fine. But if you're not done doing that yet, that's a big no-no. And so that's where the sword play came in. The one about Bobby Jones, okay. Yep, Tenacious Strat says the good old days when golf wasn't so slow and they enjoyed a good show as well as good golf. And now we have some wind. And just in time for a par 3, too. So the 163-yard par 3 9th is playing at 176. Another hole that has been completely rebuilt with the tee complex shifting to the area where the old 8th green used to sit. The shot is now played over water to a perch green with water along the entire right side of the hole. The green has some interesting contouring, and a bunker front right feels as if it is right in front of the green instead of 15 yards short. So now, if you're not familiar with ASG Golf, with the wind, the distance will tell you, the dist right there will tell you whether it's helping or hurting, and -5's hurting, so he's going to lose 5 yards. And the left to right will tell you how much the ball will blow left to right, and 5 yards. So I think we're just going to go with an 8-iron here anyway. Good movies, the one with Robert Duvall and Days in Utopia. And the wind pushes that to the right side. He's going to chip. Not a great shot, but not terrible either. Now Trevino. Again, 7-iron. Aiming at the flag. And that took a wicked spin back. He's got about 45 feet for birdie. Golf Channel shows it a lot. Caddyshack, of course, is the right answer to what's your favorite golf movie, but I'm dating myself here. So Chi-Chi can actually putt this. All right, birthday boy, what do you want him to do? He can chip or he can putt. And that 2 by the putt means that that's the putting chart we're going to go on. So let's see what Clinton decides what he wants to do here. I'll get rid of the wind noise after the hole. I can't do anything about it now. I'm tempted. Yeah, okay, so what do you want to do? Do you want me to putt or chip? I'm tempted to chip this from here. Happy Gilmore was good, but I like Caddyshack better. And the quote, well, is Clinton going to make a decision here? I think we're going to chip this. Bump and run. All right. So, a yard to the left is the intended target. And that's a par. Great shot. Good call there, Clinton. Chi-Chi's within a yard. Now Trevino is 40 feet. And 4 chances out of 36 to make this. How about that? All right, leaves it 3 feet short. So Trevino's in with his par, makes the turn at 2 up. and Chi-Chi will make the par. The other match is just because it wouldn't let me do just a two-person match. So Trevino 2 up through 9. And we go to the 10th. And I'm going to take a drink. The tee shot on this hole is 563-yard par 5. The tee shot on this hole has been transformed into a bite off as much as you can chew shot, instead of the original hole that used to play down the left side of the lake. Now golfers will have to pick a carry point on the far edge of the lake and shape a shot according to that carry point. The green has been moved back 80 yards from the original location into an area that had been unused space. The green sits up on a plateau and has some significant contour in it, and it is best approached from the left, which is guarded by a small canal on the side of the hole. You're going to lose 10 yards off the tee, and the wind is going to push it from right to left at 5. So that gives you something to think about while I take a drink. Yeah, I did put the other two in. Doesn't really matter. You wanted Trevino and Rodriguez, and so I made sure that was the case. Yes, Todd B. Cast and crew were stoned and drunk a lot. No, really? Now where the hell's my straw? There. I just shot water at my TV set. That's not very good. You'll get nothing and like it. Yeah, Francis Weben. 1913 United States Open from Brookline. So Rodriguez is going to dare with the driver here. Right between those bunkers. And controlled means that he can't hit the long drive chart. And that's fine. That rough isn't going to bother him. He's not going to get home in 2 anyway. But he's dry, and that's all you care about. Trevino aims at that second bunker. And he finds the fairway. This calls for a 12 gauge, yeah. Have I ever seen Tin Cup? I'm not sure. So Chi-Chi cannot get home in 2. He's got 288. 243 to there. It's going to go right to left 5 and lose 5. So he's going to go with a 2 iron. I think so. Rene Russo, right? And that's going to roll right off the fairway. He had the right shot. He just got too much of it out of the rough. Kevin Costner. And I like 2 of those 3 people. Can you guess which one I don't like? So 274 for Trevino. He cannot get home. So 4 iron, right into the narrows. I'm not reading that one out loud. Yes, Clinton, you're right. And Trevino, 60 yards, little lob wedge coming here for his third. Still 2 up. And the target here is a yard to the right. Oh, he nearly holed it. So he's got about 8 feet coming down the hill for his birdie here on 10. Only 2 par 5s on the backside are 10 and 12. Chi-Chi 51 yards over the bunker. And the rear admiral says right at it. Oh, hit it long. About 15 feet, but it's a birdie shot. Yeah, I'm not a huge Costner fan. So Chi from 13, probably to have the hole. He's got a 10 and 36 chance, 5 and 18 if you want to do the quick math. And he nuked it. He nuked it 5 feet past. And so he's got that for par. Now Trevino, 7 feet to win the hole and to go 3 up. And he does. And so we go to the 11th green. This one's got a lot of sand, doesn't it? The strategy of this tee shot on a 348-yard par 4 11 will be dictated by the hole location and an appropriate angle to play into that portion of the green. The fairway has a long diagonal bunker cut through the center of the hole, and playing left or right, or even over this bunker, will set up the next shot into this green. The green has a terrific hole locations on the edges, tucked into some eccentrically shaped corners of the green, and the pin today is tucked in the back right. So what will Trevino do? He's losing 10 off. He's going with us with the driver. I don't think he can hit it in those bunkers. He's going for this. And a good tee shot leaves him 92 yards to the hole. So that's what he wanted to do. Play towards the right. So we're going to put the next par 3 is the Honey Bunny hole. This is just terribly written. It's hard to read out loud. When I did St. Andrews the other day for demos, and gosh, that was easier to read. That was a fun match. Did Faldo and Johnny Miller. Chi with a controlled driver. Good shot. 68 yards and 300 off the tee and 68 to go. It was written in English. Old? Shakespearean? The Welsh? So Trevino, 92 yards from the wedge chart here. And this one slopes right down to the back of the green, so the target is 3 yards short. Well, I didn't go in, but my gosh, that is, in gimme territory. Anglican. This one's pretty much a cards and dice game. I bet Action PC because you can create your own golf. You could create your own golfers here actually. But that would be the one that you would get the celebrity golfer set. Rick Rhoden and John Brody. So again, that's an interesting angle. 3 yards and left is where short and left. And it's short and left. So Chi-Chi's got about 10 feet, 15 feet. Let's try 14. So Trevino, pretty much, his birdie's a done deal. Chi-Chi needs this to not go 4 down. And he came close, but no cigar. And Trevino taps it home. Now the last par 5 of the round. And Trevino's up by 4. Yeah, Romo is good too. Seth Curry. Seth plays at Pebble Beach. This hole is basically the same golf hole with the first set of fairway bunkers moved again to reflect the distance of the modern game. The green has been changed and offers more interesting putts, and the approach is more open in the front than the original hole. And so this is just a grip it and rip it. Going to lose 5 yards off the shot. It's going to move right to left 5 yards. That dotted line you see is out of bounds. Those are all houses. And Trevino finds the bunker on the left. Chi-Chi just needs to hammer this. Mookie Betts, too. Mookie Betts is a great bowler. Charles Barkley. Oh, yeah. I'm not sure in this game you can make a card bad enough for Charles Barkley. And Chi-Chi finds the same bunker. But, you know, if it's a par 5, that's not terrible. So the 2-iron comes out. Chi-Chi's playing to the right part of the fairway, hoping it just kind of gets in the middle and leaves himself with a nice little wedge shot for his third. And that's exactly what he does, gang. He leaves himself 72 yards. A great recovery from Chi-Chi out of the bunker. Justin Timberlake had a tournament name that he sponsored in Las Vegas for years. Trevino's going to try the same shot. That'd be fun if it was on YouTube. Clinton, you're a mod, so if you can find the link, you can put it in there. And Trevino, a little further back, 88 to the pin, but that's still in the fairway. So good second shots out of the sand. And this will be, that green just kind of funnels down towards the center. So the target shot is the flag. And Trevino is just eating up his wedge shots. He's within 3 feet, maybe 4, for another birdie. Chi-Chi from 72. And we may be done, as Chi-Chi left it in the bunker 8 yards short. We need more roasting. So, Al, you got any good Clinton stories? I wish Honey Bunny was on. So Chi-Chi pretty much needs to hold this. You don't want to be 5 down with 6 to go. It's a great shot. It's a great shot. Okay. So Clinton found the video. Now Trevino, 4 feet to win the hole and go 5 up. Yep. That's going to work. We're pretty close to Dormy now, and this is the Honey Bunny hole. The 206-yard par 3, playing 200 today. 5-yard wind will help. Another hole that is basically unchanged in location and distance. The new green has more contour and is bunkered in a different fashion. Mounding has also been added to the rear of the hole to promote better viewing for this long par 3. And here's the stats. Trevino has played the first 12 holes and 6 under. Chi-Chi's 1 under, but can't get a break. Chi-Chi's won 2 holes. Trevino 1, 2, 3, 4, 7. So Trevino's going right for this. Though it won't take you to some dead ball game. All right. Now Trevino misses, kind of hit that one fat, and he's in the bunker with a difficult shot coming up. Rodriguez needs this one. He might have found a better one. Oh! How about within a yard? I thought that was going to be in the hole. So we're going to have some sword fighting here in a moment, as Rodriguez is pretty much dead against the hole. Thank you. Allah Akbar, or not that, or what's the dude from Star Wars? It's a trap. So Trevino needs to get out of the bunker, but it really won't matter because this hole's pretty much over as soon as Rodriguez will putt it. It's a good shot. Won't matter, but it's a good shot. 4 feet for par. That was a great shot out of the bunker, actually. And so Trevino is in with a par. And so this is to go to 4 down. Don't miss it. He won't. And Rodriguez stabs the hole. There we go. So Chi-Chi stays alive, but just barely. And so Chi-Chi won the Honey Bunny hole. Now the 418-yard par 4 14th. This tee is in the same location as the original, but the fairway bunker scheme has been altered to create a diagonal carry down the left, and they've been moved into a better position for today's professional golfer. The American Century Tournament. Okay. The green has been elevated and moved back into the left about 35 yards to create a platform over the newly expanded lake on holes 15 and 16. The green has a lot of contour and some very tough pins on the left side over a long and deep fronting bunker, and that's today. That pin is on the left, right between the bunkers. And so Chi-Chi's going to go with a 3-iron here. We're glad that you're walking. And yes, Todd, the bushes have been shaped eccentrically. Chi-Chi's 3-iron finds the short stuff. He's got 175 for a second. Now Trevino will play a 2-iron. The crosswind will help. It's going 5 yards, right to left. So Lee is 177. That's the Roger Angel book, right? So 177. He's got a 5-yard helping wind and a 5-yard left to right wind. So he'll play a 7-iron and see if we can get this close. It's on the putting surface. He's got about 20 feet. Good shot. Yep. Now Rodriguez. Same deal, this time with an 8-iron. And he can't afford Trevino to win another hole. That would be over at this point. And that's not wet, but that's in some major doo-doo. Yeah, I should read The Natural. That's my favorite baseball movie of all time. So Rodriguez has got to get this up and down and hope that Trevino misses the putt. The Rear Admiral says a yard to the left. Play the slope down. That green slopes from back to front, at least on the left side. 12 feet, maybe. Trevino, 20 feet to win the match. So the Naturals, as used with most books, they're always better than the movie. So 20 feet for Trevino to win the match. Nope. He left himself an inch. But Chi-Chi needs to make this 12-footer just to... Oh, the movie was better. Now that's interesting. So 12 feet to stay in the match. He's got a 10 and 36, a 5 and 18. And nope, we're done. So Chi-Chi's going to make a bogey. And he almost missed that. He found the magic 2-4 dice roll. Trevino can sneeze to win. And he does. And so Lee Trevino has won the Clinton Park 64th Birthday Spectacular 5 and 4. And so I tried to put Chi-Chi in a place where I thought he could score well, but Trevino was just a scorching house of fire. So the endings were different for the movie and the book. All right, so there you have it. Clinton, I hope this is what you wanted. So you got a round of match play out at Doral and Lee Trevino, a 5-4 winner, but a good time was had by all. And that was a good choice of golfers. Chi-Chi was longer than I thought. I wish he had done better for you. And Trevino, of course, I think is criminally underrated. Most of the golf I do is taped. We'll certainly be doing more because it's kind of hard to do and do the course descriptions and chat at the same time. But for you, my friend, I was more than happy to do this. And so if you didn't go back and watch, I did a Johnny Miller and Nick Faldo at St. Andrews for 18. So we'll do some more Uncle Ron's Golf Universe stroke plays sometime soon. So happy birthday, Clinton. Glad that you had a great time. If you missed it earlier, Clinton and Honey Bunny were invited on the stage to watch 8 Misbehaving recently. What a birthday present. Congratulations. And happy 64th, and glad you are feeling so much better. We need to have you around. And yes, Clinton, we will still need you. And she will feed you now that you're 64. Take care. Have a good night. We'll talk to you tomorrow. We'll talk about our next tournament right here on Retro Sports Network. Until then, take care. Thanks a bunch.